So we're talking about dating. We're talking about in the millennial era, dating and all of that. So we can just start the conversation and get it going, and then we'll, take it from there.
Oh wait, are we starting now?
Yeah, we can start.
Okay.
So let's kick it. Kick it, 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 kick it.
What was that?
It was kind of a rewind thing. I just did that to.
Isn't that like the yo or whatever? One of those dances?
Okay, it was partially that, but all right.
Dating? No. What? I don't think. So when Dad and I first started dating, it was like a totally different ball game. We, we started dating. How old was I? I was like 14, and Dad was almost 16 because he claims he's only a year and a half older than me, but he's really 2 years older than me.
I'm not 2 years older than you.
Yeah, so we started dating when we were young. Oh, you got a new band. I like that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Distracted as usual.
Yeah, right. Like,
Squirrel.
yeah. So, we were young. We were kids.
All right.
We were babies, 16 and 14.
Yeah.
I think the terms were clearer back then.
Yeah. I think so too. It's confusing. I would hate to. Well, it is what it is. You know what you know. But to be dating now in this millennial age is kind of. There's a lot of
Trickery.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to get caught up.
Yeah, but
there wasn't as many ways to get. And when I say caught up,
what does that mean?
I mean caught up in the sense of you. Back then, without the social media and all these different things, it was straight up. Do you want to go out with me? Are we dating? It was more. You knew.
So now
what was going on.
you think it's more like ambiguous kind of a thing.
It is, because back then I know you guys had, your terms, like it might not have been like courting, but you were going with someone, you were dating someone. Nowadays it's like you have a situationship, a possible situationship.
In a relationship. No.
I'm talking to, I'm not, like it's so like, ugh. And then people are like cowards nowadays, like it's so much easier.
They can
to be
ghost
detached.
Ghosting? I don't know. I guess it kind of happened. It wasn't a term though.
Ghosting.
I mean, I would think it would be easier though back then to ghost someone because there was less to find.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't a Twitter.
I would love to go back in the day where it's
it was easier then.
Right, if you don't got that phone number.
No cell phones, no social media.
Yeah, think about it, right?
Out.
You could be out. Because now, if somebody ghosts you, the first thing you're going to do is go to their social media and be like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
They
block
posted 3
me?
times.
Did they block me?
Did they block me? Or if they didn't, they done posted 3 times a day.
Right. Talking about they happy.
Yeah.
Living my best life.
It's a little, it was
I can't stand Facebook for that kind of reason. It's like, you don't want to be on sort of like the outside, like on the outside looking in on another person's sort of like relationship. Like, dang.
It's too much, man.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be that hard.
But it is.
When we were at over to your cousin's house, and we were talking about, we had this great conversation. We were sitting there eating. Food was off the chain. Sorry you missed it, Marcus.
I was working. Or no, what was I doing? I was watching a movie. I think I saw a movie. Either I was working
you
or
were working or something, whatever. But in any case, we were talking about like the dating situation, and Daddy and I were like, this is very interesting.
I think Dad was saying something like, back in the day, you go, to a club, you dance with girls, dance with guys.
Oh, yeah.
But now it's like guys dance with their friends and girls just want to dance with each other. And there might be, some twerking on a guy here or there, but then we part ways.
Right.
That's really how it goes, honestly.
You get a little twerking and you out.
Like, what is...
If you want to go further, you get the
Passing
snap.
by.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like
a little twerking, and then
You may have had a little bit, not the twerking, but a little bit of none of the twerking.
Come on, some of the
girls
twerking.
and
Some of the twerking.
They come and they in their little group and they dance. But it seemed like it was more of a guy could ask. I don't know what happens now. I mean, y'all could attest to that. But it would seem, just looking at, I guess maybe movies or different things, just observing. It's like everybody's on their own thing. It's just like, boom. I'll give a perfect example is prom. Prom.
Okay.
High school proms.
Is it the prom or prom?
Oh, you would know. You would know.
We have this debate about if it's
cool.
the
That's a
prom
debate?
or is it just prom. Yeah, I know. I mean, this is things educators debate about. Go ahead.
Squirrel.
But no, more so than back in it. Now it's like the thing to go with your girlfriends. Like you had to have
to the prom.
Yeah, you wasn't going to the prom.
Dateless.
Dateless. Yeah.
I think that I don't know this day and age. Like I remember I was reading an article about like millennials and dating, and how it's like gone down, and how people are getting married later, and it's like people are just, like relationships just really aren't as much of a focus. It's more on getting to the getting the money, getting that bread.
Forget boys. Get paid!
It's more about that.
Relationships are expensive.
That too.
Relationships are expensive. If you're
could
trying
say
to
that.
save up that money,
I ain't had no money.
it's
He was broke.
Well, yeah.
this is you guys in high school though.
That's true. Their expectations were low.
Much lower.
Well, I
When
mean,
you're in
and
your
then
20s.
after I graduated too, I was in my.
Yeah, but you were like
Yeah, but y'all were
but we were
together.
for.
Y'all were together.
you were married. You were in the military. You were doing your thing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all were married
different.
right out of high school, basically.
Right, because like if you say if you go out on a date and you take your date to like McDonald's, no, you can't. Like you can't. I'm saying you can't do that. Like it can't be.
Shoot, I don't know
No,
if I would
no.
have done that in high school.
Oh.
I'm definitely not going to do that.
Right,
now.
yeah, no, right, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. And I meant to say a cheap restaurant, basically.
Inexpensive.
Inexpensive restaurant.
Yeah.
You can't.
Well, the Red Lobster
Yeah, is that Red Lobster now?
that you don't go to. I'm
Shade.
Red Lobster.
But you know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that. If you want to go out with someone, a guy wants to go out with someone, you can't take them somewhere that's Chili's. You can take them to Chili's.
Chili's is a level up from
Chili's.
Red Lobster, I guess.
No, it's not. But
No, it's not.
I just like Chili's better.
Chili's, I think.
So take them where they want to go.
Right, but at the same time, you can't because you said dating is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to take them to like Prime, or like this, like the
yeah.
steakhouse we just went to,
Yeah.
Ruth Chris. Like you gotta.
That'll never happen.
Right.
man.
Well, no, that
That could happen.
That
just
could
not
happen,
at
just not-
at an early,
Like later down
stage.
No, I
yeah.
mean in an early date, a
Yeah.
person who ain't making that much money. Come on, you don't spend that much money. Come on.
Dude, unless you got it like that.
Right.
And at that point, you're trying to impress somebody, and that's a whole other ball game.
yeah.
I don't need to go every time we hang out. I don't need to go to some expensive restaurant.
Yeah, yeah.
If you put a little thought into it, if we had like a cute picnic or something, or like like that doesn't happen. I feel like a lot with like millennials and dating, like just simple things like that. Like it's
You can do
Put some
inexpensive.
thought.
You can do inexpensive things, though. That's true. Like you could find if you do put enough work into it. If you really want to try to go out with a person, you could find inexpensive things to do.
Of course.
That's
You
right.
Out here on Long Island, you can go to the beach.
right.
Yeah, that's not expensive. And you get a pass for $45, $40. You can go to the beach every day.
Yeah, have a
So
good time.
have a nice
Pack
time.
a nice little cooler.
Exactly.
be
Exactly.
chilling.
Drive out east.
I would say the
everyone out
movies, but
east.
movies are getting more expensive now.
That's a good thing.
I know the movies though.
Earlene Marshall, CEO of Marshall Management Group, believes nonprofits leave money on the table when they fail to look into grants. They're a great way to secure revenue, but you have to be grant ready. Here's some ways we can help. We will select grants that align with your goals, create a timeline and plan to meet the criteria needed for that grant, provide tips on interacting with funding organizations, and propose long-term strategies that will turn a no into a yes. For a free consultation, you can call us at 240-888-1341 or email us at emarshall@marshallmanagementgroup.com.
There are cheap things inexpensive things that you could do that are really nice.
You can, yeah.
You don't have to be a baller.
A what?
A baller.
You have to be a
baller.
baller.
It would have to be a baller.
You have
Long
to
Island.
be,
You can go to the beaches. It's gonna be great.
Wow.
Get some coffee. It'll be great.
You have to be a baller.
a baller. You don't have to be a
Bag of
baller.
things, Super Mario.
But, with social media, right? The influence of social media, right? In the millennial, that's a whole nother aspect that's different than what we did back in the day, because obviously there was none, right?
Right.
So now you got dating apps and your Tinders and
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and stuff.
Dude.
How does that affect your game?
I mean,
millennial
You can meet some.
I've been on and off of Tinder.
Same.
Like in terms of like just like okay, I'll do it for a little bit,
Same.
go on a few dates, and just get rid of it, get back
Same.
on it. Like I haven't been on Tinder in probably maybe 2 years.
Okay, so it's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
But no, but I mean it's
That's so fascinating to me. Tim. I mean, because it's like it's so different. That's a crazy thing.
I don't know where else you meet people.
Dude, I don't know how other people do meet people. It's
Right.
kind of hard to try
I don't know.
because it's like, I don't know, you have certain situations where people meet each other at, like let's say a job or something like that. You really shouldn't do that,
Yeah, it becomes tricky.
It becomes tricky, right?
You have a lot of people at my job that are married and met at the job.
Not necessarily the job, but it's the same department. But
Or-
the job is
Or it's like a supervisor or something like that.
Yeah,
That's
Especially
really,
that, yeah, that's really,
right.
yeah, exactly.
iffy.
You're dating the boss. Like,
Right, yeah, that's not a good look.
No.
But it's, I mean, I guess it's where you put yourself too. But I know with social media, I know your experience with social media and some, people that you meet on, online or whatever.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Oh, Maya?
No, because you point like that. I didn't know if you were talking about Marcus or not.
No, I don't know anything about Marcus.
What do you
I don't think any of us do.
Yeah,
We don't know anything
I just
about
heard that he was on Tinder. I didn't even understand. I'm like, oh, word.
I'm telling you, Marcus is gonna tell us a week before he gets married. Yo, mom and dad, what are you doing next weekend?
Yeah.
What are you doing next weekend?
Yeah, Marcus keep everything close to the ground. Like ultra under the vest. But
Anyway,
I hide my vest.
he has his vest.
he has a vest.
He got a coat.
He's a Harry Potter cloak.
Severus and Kissibus.
It's like you put it on and it becomes invisible. You don't see nothing.
Whoa.
Anyway, somebody, what's up with you?
But yeah, I've met a couple guys. I mean,
Oh, that's right. Okay. Now I remember.
I've met a couple guys, but I mean, the thing is, like, you'll go on like a dating profile or whatever, or even like if you get a message on Facebook.
Oh, you get a message on Facebook?
From certain people, yeah.
Really? Okay.
Oh, they be in your DMs.
Okay.
I think that's what that's called.
Okay. All
Hitting you up
right.
in your DMs.
Yes, Dad. in the DMs.
Oh.
Anyway,
That sounds so dirty, but it only means direct messaging. We've made it dirty.
Yo, I'm gonna hit you up in your DMs.
oh my
Like, excuse
God.
me? Like,
Excuse me.
I'm offended.
I'm offended.
But anyway, it's like these guys, it's like
Hey, bro.
guys don't have game.
They don't have game.
They'll hit you up and they'll say, this is someone trying to reach out to you, supposedly trying to get to know you and what you're up to.
Right.
But the message will just be, maybe like, hey, and I'll
Hey.
respond hi,
Hey.
or hey, or whatever.
Hey.
And then the next message is like, what are you doing? I'll say what I'm doing, and then that's it. They don't say anything back. It's like, are you trying to carry a conversation? I'm not trying to fill up the conversation and pry questions out of someone who's trying to reach out to me.
I think I know what you were talking
Like,
about. Something you had saw.
Do you know how to do a
I think I
conversation?
saw it because I saw you responded to it. I forgot what it was. Who was it? Was it Tookie? It was somebody.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
That
Mhm.
showed
Yeah.
how the guys
Right,
talk
right,
to you.
right.
And it's
Yes.
like, so how how dudes be coming at you on the social medias, and it was funny. I forgot what they said. What
Wait,
it was.
WYD, what you doing is basically the one thing that they say, and then that's it. Or they're like, you'll say what you're doing, and they'll be like, okay, cool. Ask
Is
me a
that like
question.
this? Are they fishing?
Was it WYD?
I guess.
Marcus, you
But
don't
then
do
they
that on
don't-
Facebook, do you?
Do they do WYD?
I hope not. Don't be one of these guys who can't carry a conversation.
I mean, I can't carry a conversation, but I just don't bring it up with anybody.
You can carry a conversation.
I can carry a conversation,
Yeah.
but no, I don't do that because at that point it really is like, okay, what are you trying to do?
Right, what are you trying to do?
What are
I don't
you
get-
trying to do here?
It's like I guess it is. Maybe they're casting the widest.
Right, yeah, I
net.
think that's
Anything
what
I
it
can
is.
Sort of like
Yeah.
think of it's like, oh well, someone is going to answer me, and hopefully someone will respond, and maybe someone is going to be.
Exactly.
But I don't know. But unless you have actually something to say, like I guess that's what Tinder's for. Don't do that with Facebook. 'Cause Facebook ain't I don't know, or Twitter or anything like that.
Right.
Like
right,
you
right,
see
right,
you see guys like trying to hit girls up in like their in the DM
Right.
or whatever. And I love like some of the responses that they would be given, right? They'd be like, hey. Well,
my God.
you then. Well, bleep you then.
Oh,
You
wow.
know?
Yeah, that's.
It escalates like that.
Yes.
It hasn't happened to me, but I've seen that happen to some people.
No, I've had friends who that's happened to.
Messages. I know just in general with text. I mean, they can be so you can misconstrue stuff.
Yeah.
as far as
You can,
text.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's so I could imagine how easy it would be to come across the wrong way or not come across the way you intend.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
That's why the whole face to face
It's
talk
important.
on the phone
Oh, yeah.
at least.
Right.
So as a youth, get the opportunity to see what it looks like and be a part of it.
Shades of Long Island is a website and a media outlet that highlights stories related to minorities, millennials, and Generation Z on Long Island. You're going to get great content, diverse content, local content, Long Island content.
Marriage is, I think, another thing that
That you want to talk about?
Here we go,
And
y'all.
actually, that's trapped in here to talk about it.
Exactly.
purpose.
There was a whole plan.
That was my motive. No, seriously. I'm so being married, I think it's interesting because you have some people that, just in general, not even millennials or our generation, Gen X. I think marriage has just changed, for a lot of people. But I think on some level, people still want to be married.
You think marriage has
How has it
changed?
changed?
What are you talking about?
The perception that people have of marriage. I think there's ebbs and flows. Honestly, I think there's ebbs and flows in the way people view marriage. Because I see at my job, there's all these people my age that have children and they're getting married, and so it's like there are people out there that want to get married.
But I don't saying. You think millennials look at marriage different?
No,
I think I understand kind of what you're saying. Basically, like let's say like the 50s, for example.
Right.
It was ideal to want to be like that housewife, married,
Right.
2 kids.
What it would
wife-
be?
Anyway, that was the ideal for a lot of women back then. That was kind of like the societal
norm,
right,
so to
what you
speak,
strive
right?
to,
Yeah.
The Cleveland.
So
Right.
Well, that's
Right.
what society put on women. Less.
Oh,
women actually
definitely.
want.
Yeah.
well,
yeah.
people want to be with the norm.
Yeah, I guess, but that came at a time when it was like, it was more of an immediate reaction sort of to what happened during World War II, which was a lot of women had to do a lot of the work because the men were out, soldiering off,
Soldiers and stuff
doing
like
all
that,
that
yeah.
stuff, and then it was like, oh, now you're putting the women role again. Boom.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know?
that's true.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
What
right.
was going on when we were courting?
I think it was I think honestly it was two extremes. Like, we got married, we were, high school sweethearts, and then you had people that were like, no, I'm not getting married yet until I get my career, because it was a me generation when we were growing up.
Okay.
So I think it was split. You were caught in between, the traditional of our parents, and then maybe the, this new, So
And
just
nowadays, it's a very me.
But I mean,
but
you
as
say
far
that
as
about
a lot of it, yeah.
So.
Well, not the baby boomers.
Baby boomers are totally me's.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
They're the
let's
ones-
wait a minute.
I
Let's
wanna
get
get-
back
let's
to
not get into
marriage.
that.
Okay, that's what we were
She
talking
wants to
about.
get
Let's
back
get back to
when we're
marriage.
gonna
want-
get married.
So check this out.
I
So
have something to say about baby boomers, but whatever.
so millennials, right? Millennials, they're grinding. It's the gig economy, all that stuff. But there was a good point made when we were at dinner. They were like, "Well, who are you going to build with?" That was one of the. I think Robert had said that. Robert Senior. Who are you going to build with? You're grinding and doing all this stuff. You're doing this for what?
Yeah, but I think a lot of times, people think that, I'm going to grind. And when I have my stuff together, then I can have a little more freedom to do the dates and do this and find someone. I think they think of that more after the fact.
Even if
Which
if
I
they
don't know if
even
it's
want
right or
that.
wrong, if they even want it.
Yeah, but you know what? In the end, I mean, this is my own philosophy. Like these people, I know nobody. I mean, you'll have your family, but nobody wants to die alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think as a human being, we all want to travel through this thing with a partner or
Someone
someone.
travel through this thing
that
called
got your
life.
back.
With a companion.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you,
Right.
But
Like
no,
this
for
morning,
real.
like this. I mean, just
you
for
get
me.
your older years,
Yeah, for me, being in a relationship and being able to know somebody has your back.
experiencing all this stuff
Yeah.
with somebody that knows exactly how
Yeah.
you feel and what's
Right.
going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like sharing YouTube, like sharing kids.
Yeah.
And being able to experience all the things that you guys do as a couple with a partner, as opposed to like by yourself. There's something to that. You know what I'm saying? There's something real nice to that, to have somebody to enjoy all these things with.
Right.
As
Right.
opposed to being a single person. I mean, obviously, being a single person has benefits.
Yes.
I haven't been a single person since I was 16.
Right. So.
It's been a long time.
Right. We really don't
I
know.
don't-
So we're just speaking from our experience.
It doesn't necessarily even have to be romantic either.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mhm.
Like, see,
Yeah,
some people
yeah.
can feel that
Yeah.
sort of same fulfillment through sort of like other means.
Other means.
You know, like some people who are single parents choose to be that way. You know, like you have some parents that choose to be like, oh, I'm gonna raise, this kid, on my own. Or they feel that need through like, oh, I have like a teacher has like students or something like that. Like they never like married or anything like that, but they have like
They have
students or
their
proteges.
kids.
Yeah,
Right.
or
Right.
something like that.
Or you're the
So-
fun auntie.
And it's also, I think from my point of view too, it's about building legacy. Like I'm big on legacy. I think it's important to develop a legacy that's strong and when your grandkids or great grandkids, when they see, what you've done and what you've built, I think it gives them a sense of pride. It gives them a sense of pride.
Yeah, that's true. I think you can also build legacy through other means. I think also
You can.
like you can leave a legacy in terms of again, sort of like a protege or taking your lessons and teaching them to like others. And
Right.
in that way, you sort of like leave a legacy of sort of like how you live and all that. Like I'm just.
He's gonna say some
Yeah,
anime.
I
just.
But
I'm holding.
No,
I'm holding
anime.
He was
Anime.
really
I'm
trying to
holding-
hold
Anime
Anime.
or a
It's
game.
anime.
I'm holding.
Which
I'm
one?
holding-
or
Which
Marvel.
one?
Or
I was going to
DC.
say an
Which
anime,
one?
but I'm holding back on it.
Okay, hold back on it.
I'm going to hold back on it.
That's how you relate.
That is how I relate.
Speak your true colors. Don't let them hold you back.
Oh wow, that's funny. No, I was just because I'm thinking, because in terms of the teacher stuff, I was thinking of what's it called, My Hero Academia, right? Like the main character. Yep, here it comes. Yep, here it comes. Here it
goes,
is.
y'all.
No, but the main character, is this kid who grew up liking superheroes and all that, right? And and his favorite superhero comes to him and it's like, hey, I'm getting weaker. I'm gonna give you my power. You're gonna be my legacy.
Young man, you too can become a hero.
Right.
Like
Right.
I see the same fire that I had in you,
Right.
and I'm gonna give you, and I'm gonna hand you the tools in order to be like me, to be great, and to be your own person. So
Life lessons from anime. There's a lot.
So I guess, but in that sense, talking about legacies, leaving a legacy behind, through however,
Passing it down.
Yeah, through just passing something
To
down.
some random kid?
Kinda, yeah. Well, I mean, he got to know.
So now he's some rando.
He got to know the kid eventually.
And I'm
Family.
I'm talking about family.
She talking about
Well,
blood.
he
I'm
became
talking about
fam-
blood.
well, he became
I'm
family.
talking about blood.
Sometimes
I'm
it's-
talking about so you have this
blood
great.
ain't the only thing, though.
We have family that ain't blood.
We do have family that's not blood.
We
but
have-
when you're
we
talking
have family
about,
that's strong, that's not blood.
I know, but when you're talking about passing on legacy and carrying on the family, that's when you're talking about children. You know, that's all I'm saying.
But I mean, even then, you could adopt.
You can. You definitely can adopt. That's great.
But that's your family.
That's right. Exactly.
It
That's
is
your
your
child.
legacy.
It's
That's
not
your
some
legacy.
random child.
I mean,
Right. It's not some
yeah.
random
I
child.
guess
Giving
I'm
him
trying to
the
move
power.
away. I guess I'm trying to,
Cat he found on the
You know what I'm saying? I give you the power. Legacy.
there was a lot more to it than that, but whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Come on now.
That's the Cliff Notes.
You know?
If you saw it, you'd understand.
Please.
Maybe.
Don't let them watch an anime, please. Not again.
No.
I would love for them to watch Attack on Titan.
Nope.
Oh my god.
They would. I think they would like it a lot.
That'd be.
You know, mom.
I would think they would like it because it's like Game of Thrones, essentially. People die off. There's exciting things that happen.
I don't know
Drama.
if I get past the first couple minutes. Though.
They can't get past the faces.
No. So, the bottom line is we talked about relationships and
What are you doing? A summary?
and No. What I'm saying is,
Miss
I want to
Teacher.
get back to the relationships. I want to get back to having grandbabies. That's the main
This
reason.
is the whole reason for this entire conversation, y'all. Just so y'all know.
This is what we're trying to avoid all the time. And we put it off, and then she drops this.
I mean,
You want grandbaby?
I want grandbabies.
Wait.
So yeah, I'll be ready for grandmotherhood in 5 years. So I understand that it takes a while to develop into a relationship. So I'm going to give you, that time.
I feel like we're about to get a spreadsheet at the end of this.
One of the things that remember I said I wanted to do the arranged marriage. Remember we had that conversation.
Anyway, on to something else.
Where
No.
did this go off the rails?
No. It
We went
wasn't
totally off the rails.
No, we did no. I said arranged marriage, but I didn't really mean it that kind of way.
But
No, I didn't mean it that way. Because what I was saying is, I think sometimes individuals have a hard time finding someone that is compatible to them. So parents know their children very well.
So you're gonna be matchmaker?
I'm not going to be matchmaker, but
She's a human Tinder.
I mean.
No.
It doesn't.
No, what I'm saying is
Match.com.
sometimes Match.com, right? Sometimes parents see perfect example. If you bring somebody here, we can even friends, right? You have friends, you know this. You have friends, you're in a relationship with a friend, immediately will say, I don't know about that person. And 9 times out of 10 will usually be spot on.
I really, really want to show you this anime called Ari. What's it called?
Are there arranged marriages in that?
Yes.
No,
because there's a particular instance where the main character's mother is so insistent on getting her with somebody to the point of ridiculousness to giving her documents of dudes and forging those documents to be something else.
No,
just to marry her.
You're not-
off.
no, I'm
forging
not that.
documents?
I'm not that extreme.
So where are you?
No, what I'm saying
the
is,
spectrum.
on the spectrum. So what I'm saying is, it would be, I think that we can. I'm gonna put me because I don't think Dad's into this, but I believe that. So say for example, if we see somebody and they're like, oh, they have a son, and we meet the son or we meet the daughter, whatever, and we're like, you know what, this person would be nice for my child. Doesn't mean you have to. I'm not trying to set you up. No, maybe I.
No,
am
that's
trying to
exactly
set you
what
up.
that is.
Right,
That's
right.
arranging the marriage. That's
But
exactly what
I'm
that
not
is.
arranging a marriage. I'm just arranging a
You're arranging a
conversation.
meetup.
I mean, come on. I mean, we know you pretty well.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not completely opposed to it, to be honest, but just
but
don't
whatever-
force it.
No, I wouldn't force it. I wouldn't force it.
I don't like it based on principle.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Of course.
When have we come across a situation?
We haven't. I'm not saying I'm going out there looking for, guys and girls for you to date or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, the opportunity may present itself one day, and you know, I just want to know if you'd be open to that.
All right, we're out of time, everybody.